El otro día visité a SEPP KUSS. Él y su mujer me abrieron las puertas de su casa. Vale, Noé.
Good to see you. No problem. Welcome.
Aparte de tomar café, comerme su pastel y conocer a su mascota, que es una perrita muy mona que se llama Bimba, Sepp y yo nos sentamos en el sofá de su casa y hablamos tranquilamente de ciclismo. De temas como, por ejemplo, su pasada victoria en la Vuelta a España, la marcha de Primož Roglič del equipo, el doblete Giro y Tour que quiere hacer Tadej Pogačar o de sus ambiciones este 2024 como líder del Visma Lease. Y todo esto lo hablamos en la entrevista. Una entrevista que veréis que está hecha en inglés porque Sepp KUSS es norteamericano, pero tranquilos, me he tomado la molestia esta mañana de subtitularla toda al español. Por lo tanto, reventad el botón de me gusta, suscribíos al canal y, sobre todo, disfrutad de esta entrevista en casa de Sepp KUSS. Buenos días, chavales, yo soy Marc Figueras y esto es el Sello Ciclista. Did you really believe you had a GC? Because you didn't tell me that like 1 year ago.
Yeah, no, I never really thought about it actually. It was only halfway through the Vuelta after the time trial where I thought, okay, I think I have the legs to win the race. But before that, I never had any thoughts about doing my own race or going for my own results. So it was a surprise.
But the numbers, because sometimes you speak with the coaches, trainers, and it's like, because you have to have numbers to win the AGC, and they knew, I guess, you had numbers to be with the top guys on the climb, but does he have the consistency, the endurance for 3 weeks, not miss any day? So how surprised was the team? Were they surprised or they knew that you could do such a thing like this one?
It's hard to say. I mean, I think between the Giro, the Tour, and the Vuelta, all the numbers were the same in terms of the climbing performances. But for sure, in the Vuelta, I had I didn't really have any bad days. And then for me, the big difference was in the time trial, because it was the first time trial I did where there was actually something to lose, where I actually had to really push myself to the limit, which normally, maybe there's a top 10 or something to think about, but you don't actually, push yourself. So yeah, that was a big difference for me. And then once that was done, it was just about being really focused and sharp, which normally in other races, similar thing. There's nothing to gain by me being super focused the whole stage and being in front. I just sit in the back and stay safe. But yeah, it was also the first race where I had an actual need to be really on top of things every single day. So that was I think what the team maybe was most surprised about.
But winning La Vuelta, did it change a little bit like your mentality going forward? And you think that now is something, okay, that I did it, so maybe now I fancy it, and is the team going to give you these opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, I think it showed me now that with that same level of form, I can fight for the Grand Tours. I can be with the best guys, and that gives me a lot of confidence, but it also gives me a lot of calm, because I've already won the Vuelta. I'm really happy about that, but it's not something that I all of a sudden need to feel like I need to shift who I am as a rider or whatever, to only focus on being a leader or whatever for the Grand Tours. But the team, they've realized what I can do now from the Vuelta last year, and there's more opportunities, but at the same time, I'm not necessarily looking for absolute leadership or anything like that. I think in the end, it's really simple. If you're strong enough, then you will always have those opportunities automatically.
And now that we were saying that, yeah, one of the big things about this 2024 is Roglic leaving the team. He goes to Bora. Now, let's see now what happened with Red Bull now in this team. But did you expect that? Did you or the team expect it at the beginning of the season that Roglic could leave earlier?
Yeah, I thought it was, maybe something that he was thinking about. I mean, he wanted to have absolute leadership in the team. Maybe in the tour, or just knowing that everything in the team was around him and backing him to help him win, the biggest races or the races that he still wants to win. And yeah, then eventually it turned out that he was going to leave. And yeah, I think now he found that environment that he needs to go for the tour or for whatever race he wants to target.
Because I was wondering the other day if you were a little bit, not sad, but if you're going to miss him a little bit, because, I mean, you as a super climbing domestic, it's been all the time associated mainly with Roglic, recently with Jonas as well. But yeah, you just broke in the cycling spectrum, being like super domestic for Primož. So is it going to be like difficult for you or strange for you to see him in another team and then compete against him and not with him? So.
Yeah, it'll be strange. I mean, like as he got the success in our team, I was also there with him in a lot of those successes, and that also helped me get the confidence in myself and learn from him just riding in those mountain stages. And that's something that's really valuable, because without that, I would never have as many of those experiences, being one of the last guys in the mountains. So now there's less of that, so a different focus a lot of times in the races.
One of the aims of Roglic is the Tour de France. As Jonas and you, have you seen a little bit the route of the Tour? Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it quite a bit. I think it's it looks really hard, especially the third week. A lot of, if we compare it to this past year, a lot of longer climbs, more high mountains. So just comparing the profiles, I like it.
You like it more than the last one?
Yeah.
For you and because I guess you and Jonas, the kind of route you like is similar or not? Because you both like
I think
long
so.
climbs.
Yeah, longer. Yeah. I think this past year was pretty, let's say, explosive. Like more or less easy stages with a really really hard final climb. And then I think this next year's tour is more of a a lot of really proper mountain days.
Because you told me that, I mean, one of the big stages of next Tour de France is going to be the gravel stage. And you told me you're going to Jaén. That is one of the only gravel like one-day races that there's in the calendar. Is it thinking for the Tour de France, for training, the material and the bike and the feelings and feedback in this kind of terrain, or it doesn't have anything to do?
It's a little bit. I mean, I've done Strada 2 or 3 times, and it's always a super fun race. So I think firstly it's just fun to do a race like that, a bit different. But it's also good to just test maybe a similar bike setup. Or just, there's so much material now with tires, with different frame models. So it's always good to test something. I don't know how this course compares to maybe what will be in the Tour, but it doesn't hurt to be well prepared.
And the team, is it happy with the route? Like, do they like it in general?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like for Jonas, it's a route that's really good for him. I think the last time trial is probably going to be really decisive, depending on how close it is at that point in the race. But yeah, you could lose minutes in the last time trial. So yeah, if we go off the time trial that he did last year in the Tour, then it's really good for him. But yeah, you never know until it's over. So
because Poggi, he lives in
Monaco,
and the route of the last time trial is around Monaco, so
Yeah.
he knows exactly. I don't know if Vingegaard lives also in Monaco. I don't think so.
No.
So Jonas, Primoz is going to do good. Jonas as well, but Pogacar, he knows the route super good. So I don't know if that's a handicap, but yeah, it's going to be so exciting. Talking about Pogacar, he's doing the double this year, Giro and Tour de France. I mean, you could give him some tips, but you're not going to do it. But what's the feeling you've got in the team? Because some people are saying, oh, he's doing Giro, so he's going to get to the Tour like more tired. Do you think that, I mean, do you understand this decision of Pogacar doing both Grand Tours, or do you think that's going to harm his chances of facing in his 100% Jonas in the Tour de France? How do you see it?
No, I think it's I mean, firstly for him it's exciting because he is always doing something different and exploring new races. So for him it has to be really motivating to do that. And I think physically, I don't think it will hurt him at all to do the Giro, because if you think about it, it's like doing a 3-week training camp. You have massage every day, you eat well, you race. It's some of the best training you can have. So yeah, if he gets through the Giro well, and they have more or less good weather, and then you rest and train again for the Tour, then I imagine he'll be as good or even better than if he just focused on the Tour.
Yeah, what a rider he is. And I was talking with some people around UAE the other day, and they told me some information that I didn't know, and I was wondering, is it the same in your team in Visma? They told me they really keen in UAE on the weight of the cyclist, and they told me, and these are, I think, very good sources, that even now in winter, the cyclists, there's the doctors and the coaches that they control the weight and everything, and if they just go over the weight that they expected to be, they have to pay fines.
Oh.
They get fined because they want everybody to be on the right weight. I don't know if
it sounds like some old school Italian style stuff, but yeah. No, we don't have anything that. No,
it's not.
I don't know. I think if you do that, you create a very unhealthy relationship with food and weight. But that's their problem.
Yeah. You could enjoy this cake
that
you made, guys.
Yeah, that's no way to live. But
this morning. So to end the interview, I just want to show you a video that when I saw it in live television, it made me a little emotional, and also I guess to you even more. And I want to just see your reaction and ask you about this moment and those words. Do you remember? It comes now, eh?
I'm not for these things. Congratulations.
For helping Sepp learn so much. He learned so much from you. He said that.
Oh my God.
Nice moment.
I'm so happy you appreciate it, and he shows appreciation. Genuine.
Okay. There's many things happening here.
Yeah.
But yeah, how was this moment? This moment was just right after you won La Vuelta.
Yeah.
It was like the Primoz family, Jonas family, and your family.
Yeah.
And I really like this spontaneous conversation of your mom going to Jonas, and she said to Jonas, "Thank you very much for helping or supporting Sepp to win La Vuelta. I mean, he learned so much from you." So yeah, what those words meant for your mom, and what did you learn exactly? What was so important, Jonas, for you on that Vuelta a España? Just I want to know a little bit about that little conversation.
Yeah, no, and just how, all the little things that he, helped me with, like how to position myself in a certain way, and because he's used to being in the tour and stuff where it's even more stressful, and just all those little things, little pieces of advice that you learn along the way, and that you don't know unless somebody with experience tells you. So yeah, that helps a lot to know the little tricks, I guess.
Yeah, but she was saying it so emotionally. I was like, oh, I mean, that probably might say that, yeah, Jonas had such a big part on that. On helping you winning La Vuelta, and probably, I don't know, maybe you find after like some tension on the bike, and also some polemics that they were created during La Vuelta. I mean, maybe behind closed doors, that Jonas had like a very, very important role, because these words of your mom, they look like very, very honest, and they just emotion me.
No, I mean, he always was excited for me to be in that position, and always believed in me, and that's nice when such a good rider also sees something in you of being able to win or go for something bigger than I imagined, at least.
Maybe he helped you, but one thing that Noe always tells me, and now I don't know if she's gonna hurt me, but something Noe told me is like, you kind of discover Jonas' like talent, because when you were on the COVID, Noe told me that, you were doing these races on
Zwift,
Zwift, and there was a guy from Denmark that by the time that was 2020 nobody knew about. And Noe was saying, Sepp always tells me that there's a guy called Jonas Vingegaard that wins everything, and he tells me this guy is gonna be so good. I was like, by the time she was telling me that, it's like, I mean, this guy is good, but he's not that good. Toma. You're getting such a good rider.
No, we had some good battles in on the team Zwift races.
Okay, same. So thanks for your time. I mean, it's always nice to speak to you, but in your house with the views of this climb that you just smash everybody in the Tour de France is even better. And thanks for having me.
Really nice talking to you, Mark. Thanks, man.
55 seconds is countdown. He has lost the Tour de France by 8 seconds. Can you believe that?